whenever I talk to you about your music, I'm like, hey, what's going on, like, in the process? Like, you just asked me, what's up, man? Like, what are you doing? I'm like, yeah, man, I got a mixtape coming out soon. And then you talk to you about it, you're like, I got 4 mixtapes that I'm working on right now, and they're going to be coming out, like, here, and here, and then I got this one coming, and this one, like, you're just always working on multiple things at one time.
I feel like you have to, man. If you don't, you fall behind.
Yeah.
So, especially in this day and age in the industry, it's like they're cranking out material just consistently. It's an abundance, and it's just not full of substance, you know. So, the second you drop it, next week it's going to be like, that's old shit. You know, it's not going to be timeless. So, for me, it's like I got to work, and expand the brand, man.
Yeah. So, how many mixtapes at this point are you at?
Shit, man. I'll just say no less than like 9. How about that?
one mixtape, like you said, being 50 songs, which could easily be 5 other mixtapes.
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah, it's a little insane.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll get it sent over to me, and I'll be like, all right, there's 50 fucking songs out here. Like, I'm only on the train for like 20 minutes, each day. Okay.
Yeah.
And by the time I get through like half of it, you're like, yeah, I already have 2 other mixtapes. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man.
Oh yeah, there will always be more.
You put out a ton of content, man. How do you basically bridge the gap between putting out a ton of content, but also making sure that everything is like really legit, that you're not rushing anything, that there's good quality? Because there's a lot of good quality stuff, but I feel like that's hard for a lot of people to just, instead of just throwing out a million things and saying, okay, some of these are good, some of these are bad,
Definitely. For me, I kind of filter it by, I don't know, I guess importance, man. For example, if you look at Kendrick Lamar, when he drops material, it's a body of work, and it's very like scheduled. It's not just a bunch of tracks, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to an artist like Future, who just drops tape after tape after tape. So for me, I kind of combine both of those, and I kind of remix a lot of popular songs. So Magnolia, Hunnid, Google that, YouTube that, Hunnid, Magnolia, CCG remix. I just remixed Playboi Carti's Magnolia, and it was perfect for timing, man. It's popular right now, it's trending. So as far as that goes, I just keep remixing popular content. I remix Justin Bieber, The Weeknd, whatever it is to showcase my talent, and separating that from my original releases and contents and stuff like that. So for me, it depends on what's trending, what the market, what's going on in the market.
So are you just constantly writing, just like all day, every day, basically, to get that level of content? Because like when we're saying there's like 50 songs, there's like legitimately 50 songs in some of these things, man.
Most definitely, man. I was right on the way here in the car, man. It never stops. And I was just blessed with a gift. So I don't know, I think of the craziest shit, and I just put it down. So some shit Hunnid would say, you know what I'm saying?
So I have a question, because you've ventured out. I mean, you said you have 9 different mixtapes. You have a R&B or love. What is it? Love versus Lust.
Love versus Lust. Yeah.
So that's a kind of an R&B type mixtape.
Oh
right?
yeah, definitely R&B.
And then you had, what was the rock and roll mixtape that you did?
I don't think I ever dropped it.
That was never dropped.
Yeah,
so
we can't be telling the people about that, man. Yeah,
shit. That was a long time ago.
I know, right? Yeah.
Hey, we really need that exclusive drop right there. Okay, thank you very much. That's big for us.
Well, my thing was that basically what I was getting at is, are you going to venture into any other genres?
Definitely, man. Right now, I'm currently working on a single. It's more like the Caribbean vibe is popping right now. So it's kind of like, what is that? Afrocentric, pop. I don't know what it is. that type of genre, but I'm combining that with like hip hop and pop. So like right now for me, I'm just really going for that commercial sound. I'm good at what I do, but.
What about an EDM beat? Have you thought about that? Getting into that realm?
Yeah, I may have something on the EDM beat actually, and it's just unreleased. But as far as that realm, I'll be into it.
Popular too now.
Oh, definitely.
Crazy. But we know of a guy that does EDM music.
Right.
That I've rapped over some beats, and I'm so anti.
Right. Oh yeah.
That's not boom bap. So.
Right. Gotcha.
But I do it because I like him personally. But you would fit really well on those songs for sure. And he makes, I don't know. I don't listen to that type of music, but I like it. I mean, you listen to it more than I do.
Yeah. I mean, I think that he does a good job of when sending songs to you that would fit in that style. Like, it's not.
No,
like,
it's not any song.
Yeah, it's not just like anything. If you listen to some of his work, I mean, it wouldn't fit with what what either of you guys would be trying to do. But there's definitely a spot for it somewhere, and it's definitely a popular genre right now. So it's something to explore. And we were actually we were doing some homework actually for once.
Oh, okay.
We were watching an interview with you, and they asked you what style of music you did, and you said, "Oh, I don't like to say that I have any style. That I don't want to limit myself at all." How important is that to you?
Oh, that's a key component. Because a lot of people try to just stick to one lane, and that's not me. Like, if you do that, you're just confining yourself, man. You're not gonna reach your full potential. So for me, it's just like I feel like I can do anything, just like everybody else, should think. So whether it's R&B, I won't be able to sing like fucking I don't know who's ever the best singer, but whether it's R&B,
me,
pop. Well, I was thinking about a male singer, but nothing really came to mind.
Bruno Mars, I don't know.
He's alright, this new shit he got, the blue mat, whatever. Anyway,
don't talk shit. It's fine. All right? We need all this. All right, we need all this.
Definitely.
It's great.
But rap, whatever it is, man. I just can't play a guitar or piano. So whatever else, man, I'm just trying to do it, man. I don't want to limit myself. That's very important.
Let's talk about CCG here.
I was just about to bring that up. There you go.
Gang.
Let's see. Tell us about the movement here, kind of how that came, how all the members, we've got MAG, 94 Cove, we got the boys out there. We've gone and see you guys a fair amount, you know that.
I thank you. Yes.
Very good. You kind of created this, so what kind of sparked that idea of making a crew over just being fully solo, and then kind of how that all happened?
For me, man, I just wanted to create like a brotherhood. That's most important, man, in music and outside of music. So CCG stands for Committed to Camaraderie and Growth. So it's like, regardless of what happens in life, we'll stand next to each other, all for one and one for all. With the music groups, man, it's just like, I was growing up on Hot Boys, fucking No Limit, just Big Dipset, G Unit, just a whole bunch of like powerhouse groups, and each one of those, they were their own individuals, but they were a great group as well. So for me, I just wanted to provide something different. We're all talented, Streets, MAG, Cove, Chino, Asthmatic, and we're all different, So for me, it was a no-brainer. You come to this particular group, you get everything. You get R&B, you get boom bap, you get rap. Maybe you won't get techno, but I mean everything else outside of that you'll probably get, man. But for me, it was just a no-brainer. Something I live by, something I die by. It's more than music for me, so it just kind of transitioned into the music realm. And because I met Asthmatic before we even started doing music, you know what I'm saying? So we actually built a great foundation before it even transitioned into the music, you know what I'm saying? So, CCG, man, more than music.
Do you think that that's going to sort of make a bigger resurgence, sort of groups over just individual performers?
It's not very prevalent right now in mainstream hip hop.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Groups really.
Do you think that
there's ASAP? There's the ASAP group.
Well, the thing is that like we're all individuals. It's not necessarily a group like a NSYNC or no shit like that, or the Backstreet Boys. It's like we're all like MMG, Rick Ross, Meek Mill, Wale. There's some other artists on there, but just the point of everybody being individuals, but on the same accord.
Yeah.
Should we bring back matching tracksuits? I think that is something to at least explore.
I don't disagree, man. I've been kind of thinking about some old school shit myself, man, and bringing it back.
I think that's an amazing idea.
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
That could be a funny idea for the if we get the I Remember video going and we have matching tracksuits and we're doing some type of synchronized dancing.
Old school phones and shit like that. That's big. I'm with all that, man.
That could be funny.
Oh yeah.
Just bring your phone from like 3 years ago. The flip phone, man.
Yeah. I miss it, man. No, I like my iPhone now.
What is it? A T9 you can text with and it'll complete for you? Yeah. That's some good shit right there.
Team Apple, Team Apple.
Yeah.
So, kind of like moving forward, just so your personal stuff. What are some of the songs that you're definitely the most proud of that you think, like Black Queen?
Yeah,
or
I'm gonna
stuff
piggyback
like that?
off of that question. Is you had a bunch of videos this year, like within this calendar year, you've been putting out a bunch of music, a bunch of videos, and the response has been awesome on them. Like as far as the numbers and everything like that. So just explain this last year. Like how is this like what's been different in this last year as far as everything?
Just work ethic and hunger, honestly, man. Just trying to push that envelope. I've been doing a lot of research, watching a lot of artists, man, that's been breaking through, and not to throw anybody else's name out there, but Famous Dex, man. Music is not the best, but his work ethic is like a video every week, and just think about how hard that is. It's like 52 weeks. Yeah, you get the point. But he's consistently dropping. So for me, it was like, damn, I got to compete with somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm doing the bare minimum, which is like 2, it's like I'm gonna get lost in the cloud. If you know what I'm saying, everybody else is just dropping shit. So for me, man, this year it's just been the major difference is just going to get it, man. Hunger and just making this shit happen by any means necessary.
Yeah.
What's been sort of your marketing plan there to differentiate yourself from these guys? Because everybody raps.
Gotcha.
Between how many times we get invited to random parties where somebody's DJing or stuff like that. So and you found a way to. So what's been that success route?
Man, honestly, it's not a big secret. It's not too complex. Just being me.
Have you been good at rapping?
Oh shit,
that
key.
is. Hold on.
Staying true to that.
That is definitely not a criteria at this point in 2017. All right?
I know it's not. But I'm just saying,
I
that's
agree
why
with both
it's
of you
gonna
though,
be-
man. Yeah.
You don't need to be that good at all.
Yeah.
No,
Unfortunately.
you don't. But that I think that everything has cycles, man. Everything comes back, and so. I mean, at the very least, I think that the mumble rap is gonna. I think it's popular. I think the beats go hard. I think that there's a whole genre for that, and it might branch off into something else, but it's not going to continue on to that. So whether it branches back to real rap over hard beats or whatever it is, it's going to come around, and you're sticking true to what rap was based on the foundations of it. So that's why I have faith in it. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I don't have faith in that this hubba is going to stick around for forever. You know?
This shit is just a wave, and waves come and go.
Is it frustrating for you to see people that and Matt, you can answer this too, but I know the answer is yes. But I mean, is it frustrating to sit there and you look at some of these guys who they're horrible? Like some of these guys are fucking terrible.
Yeah.
And they are making millions and millions of dollars while you're putting out real music that you actually thought about and wrote.
Yeah.
And and you're still getting 50,000 views versus 150 million views, like some of these ones. In that, how do you kind of deal with that on an everyday basis and stay, instead of saying, "Oh fuck it, let's just do this and make the money and get out of here,"
Right. For me, man, I've been on a different lane lately, just doing things differently, and I just been learning from people, honestly, instead of just getting frustrated because it's like Young Thug, perfect example is people say he's trash. However, it's things that he does, he harmonizes and he blends with the melody of the song and stuff like that. No lyrics, nonetheless, but how I deal with it is okay, how can I incorporate that particular piece into my own music? You know what I'm saying? So just learning, man, from every mistake or everything that's going well for somebody else. Lil Yachty, XXX, Tentacion, the things they're doing.
They more so feel like gimmick rappers, so that's so it's being true versus a gimmick.
Definitely, but it's definitely frustrating, man. I can't lie about that. Knowing that you're talented than someone else, and then seeing them, ABC 1, 2, 3, and then that shit does millions, But I feel like at this point, what's best for me is learning from that to help catapult my brand.
Basically taking the parts that maybe as a total it's not great, but there are parts in there that you can
definitely
that you can learn from still. Interesting.
Are there any other rappers in the Chicago area that you've been messing with that you that aren't in CCG that you like?
I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a shady business, man.
Yeah.
So I keep it brotherhood, man. Committed to my comrades, honestly. Not too many, man. Not too many.
Okay.
Not too many.
Right.
If it ain't
Zero props
asthmatic,
given on this show. That's what we're talking about.
if it ain't asthmatic, man, it's Cove, MAG, Streets, everybody else. I'm not fucking with it.
All right.
So what was it? Was it 2 years ago when you won the independent music?
The Chicago Independent Music Award.
2 years, 3 years?
I think it's 3, man.
3 years?
Yeah, I think it was 2014.
What was that like? And then, how did you use that to kind of, keep progressing? And what have you done since then?
At this point, that's definitely the highest achievement, man. And that was crazy for me because people don't really understand the music business. So it's like when you're independent versus having a label behind you. And I did that shit just purely independent, It was at I forgot, by the Shed Aquarium.
Soldier Field.
No. Anyway, it was at one of the a big venue. It was different genres there. I got nominated, didn't win, but for me that was definitely just one of the best moments as far as this music shit goes. Since then, actually I think I have 2 more awards. I just can't think right now. I think I Let It Blow. They're hanging up in a house somewhere. I just can't remember right now.
That was the one that was, wasn't it playing overseas too?
Yeah,
I remember
definitely.
you seeing that
Yep.
and voting for it, yeah.
Yeah, there's so much shit going on. I
Yeah.
can't even remember. But it was Let It Blow and some other song that won. But
Do you have is there any way that you could pick a favorite song of yours? I don't know, however many.
shit. I don't know, because sometimes I create new music and then I just rock out with
what you did at that time.
What's latest. But
Yeah.
I'll probably have to separate it. As far as turn up, heartfelt, love song,
Yeah.
and I could pick it like that. But
Yeah,
just picking
yeah,
one
okay.
song, that's just difficult.
Oh yeah.
I probably have no less than 300 songs.
That would be in all?
I mean, yeah, that no
Yeah,
less
yeah.
than unreleased. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know. Every time I go over to his place, it'd be
so-
a million fucking songs. Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah,
You've
just
always
working.
just been working on music.
crazy.
I mean, for forever, man. That's the one thing that I could say that you've been very motivated and. Well, here's a question then, I guess. Is there any way that how did Milliken help your music scene? Or your writing process? Was there any type of how did Milliken help that out?
I would say
Just getting a degree in general, did that help it out, or?
nah, the degree, no. The demographic, man. Honestly, just being exposed to different people and learning in life. I feel like experiences are the best teachers, and they just hold so much information. So, just even being around you, I learned from you. Just being in a different demographic just helped fuel the pen. Honestly, man. So,
Did basketball help it out at all, or I mean?
because
Because when you came as a freshman, when I met you, your mindset was more so on basketball
Right.
than hip hop at that time.
oh, definitely.
So So how did that as that changed? Because I had a similar. I wasn't doing music beforehand, but I came for basketball, and then basketball obviously didn't work out, and then I came into hip hop, and all of a sudden that came. So how was that transition? Because for me, I went away from the game for a while after that.
right.
So what was your transition like for that?
After not seeing eye to eye with the coaches, man, I did my own little thing. Tried out for the little and1, the little ball up shit.
Yeah.
I flew out to Atlanta. Made it to the final 8. And then I kind of thought about it, as far as that type of career goes. And I don't know, it just hit me out of nowhere. It was like, maybe you should just shift your focus into music, and just go all in, man. And I don't know, somewhere I just lost a passion for it, man. I still love basketball, let's not get it twisted, but just as far as music, man, I don't know, I'm in love with the music right now, man.
Yeah. The longevity of that.
Oh, without a doubt, man. Yeah, so that's where it is for me right now. It's all about the music.
Yeah.
I still dunk on your ass, but it's all about the music.
So I tell the story though all the time where I have to bring that up of Hunnid here dunking on Nico in one of our practices and ending the practice.
We dropping last names too, so people could so they could look him up and tell him Hunnid.
Oh, go ahead.
Hunnid sent you,
So, but it ended the practice. It was we were 30 minutes into practice here, and it was I don't even remember what it was. I think it was a 3-on-3 drill, and it was just body to body,
Oh, yeah.
full extension, dunk on coaches screaming, everybody running, screaming. That's the day, guys. Everybody, that's the day.
Yeah.
So to have a dunk that just ends practice.
To paint the picture more vividly, if you could imagine Vince Carter when he dunked on Alonzo Mourning. It was similar to that effect, just to get crystal clear with the image, you guys.
It was nasty. It was awesome.
And it ended practice.
It ended practice.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Put the balls in the rack, time to go.
You guys might need a little bit more practice. Right? I went to one of those games, man. You could have used the other 30 minutes, to be honest.
Man. Yeah.
I don't even know if you were on the team at that point, was he?
Yeah.
You were still on the team?
Yeah, both
the game
years that I played, yeah. He was on the team. Played together. We went through the struggle together.
Oh, the struggle was fucking real.
Yeah. Individually, you guys were all very, very good.
Exactly. We were just missing that. Yeah.
Yeah, that team didn't make a lot of sense.
What are you doing Sunday nights?
Oh, man.
We could use a big man.
We do play in the basketball league, yeah. We do play pretty good.
I mean, I'm a little man, but I you know, I'm a little dude. But what time?
Games are like anywhere from 6 to 9, probably, or 5 to 9.
Where at?
In what's it called?
The FSA.
No, that's my fucking company.
Sorry.
FFC.
FFC.
Or
yeah.
FCC.
It's right by
Union
Union
Station downtown.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
You can give me all the details afterwards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we definitely. And again, I have to call you out for not participating in the 9-foot tournament that we were supposed to because God, do you understand? Do you understand we were going to play in a 9-foot tournament and he would have been able to go a double under the legs?
Yeah,
or
do some
something.
video game shit for sure.
I know.
Yeah.
It would have been crazy.
Definitely. Yeah.
It would have been ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I forgot what even. We did something that day. I had to do
You
something.
were promoting for the
music.
show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know my schedule better than me, man.
Yeah. I just remember I was like, damn, dude. But that was a great show. Yeah. So speaking of shows, are there any other shows coming up?
Yes, indeed. There's a show in New York. It's called the Traffic Jam Concert or something like that in Jamaica, Queens. I got some stuff booked for A3C in Atlanta early October. That's the most recent and up to date as far as this point goes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Do you run the Twitter for CCG? And the CCG TV? You're doing all that too?
Yeah. That's all me, man.
Jesus, dude, you gotta get some other people doing all this stuff, man.
Yeah, tell me about it. That's
doing 100 things at once right now.
Man,
he posts so much more than we do. Also, like
no, he does.
I'm terrible at running Twitter. You are on
social
all
media
day.
is a real
automation.
aspect. You have everything lined up. You have all your
everything synchronized.
Exactly.
Definitely.
You know where to go from it. It's literally a waiting game at this point. It's waiting for that. Like you're putting out the content.
Yep.
You have the social media game. You're putting out the visuals. Like. You're doing everything that's right. There's nothing else you can do at this. Like you're doing what you need to do. You just gotta keep making dope music.
And that will definitely happen.
Who drew the picture of you for your Twitter page?
You know
what I'm talking about?
I can't reveal that information.
He always has artwork.
I can't reveal.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, appreciate that, man. Yeah. Definitely.
Everything, man.
You cannot divulge the artist.
Oh yeah, I can't do that.
Is it Banksy? Is that what we're talking about? Is it Banksy one? Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, man, most definitely. I appreciate you guys coming out to the show too, man.
Of course. Yeah.
I forgot to let you guys know it was a lot of shit going on that night, but appreciate you guys coming out and rocking with us.
Of course, man. That was a cool little venue too.
Oh yeah,
been there before.
Yeah, man, it was pretty dope.
Oh yeah, that is a cool picture.
That one?
Oh yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's
that's me.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, I already know what it looks like.
What is your so you can't pick a favorite song? Can you pick a favorite visual that you had? A favorite video?
See that shit's difficult too, man. But I'm gonna just keep it all the way me.
What do you got?
I like Magnolia as of recent, man. Just the
that
way.
Was the newest one.
Yes.
Okay.
The way it's put together, but I also like Black Queen. I also like Simple Edition. They all have different components of the video which make it like just something special. Like Simple Edition, I sampled visuals of Martin Luther King and and then like Black Queen is obviously me talking about me and me growing up, and then Magnolia is just a lot of effects and me going crazy, and it's but those are the top three for sure.
I like the All the Way Up one in the train yard is sweet.
That's my favorite.
And then the Sofu one is sweet too.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot too.
Yeah.
So you had some really really dope visuals coming out lately, man.
Oh, I got some more.
Yeah.
I got a lot more.
Awesome. And what are the mixtapes coming up? Can you announce any of them?
Yeah, man. I dropped a little exclusive. If we had some bomb effects, we could have.
Let's see what we can do.
Nah, but right now it's Views from the Hunnits, man. It's gonna be dropping very soon. It's a play off of Drake's album, but kind of using a whole bunch of industry beats and me remixing those industry beats. So Magnolia is on there, Soul Food is on there, a whole bunch of other remixes and stuff like that. After that, The Real Life of Honcho, play off of Kanye West's album, obviously. Yeah, with a whole bunch of remixed instrumentals, and then the original work, which is called 11/8, should be dropping later this year. In combination with a couple singles. I know that was a lot to digest, but I'm working.
Is there going to be an album?
I'm working.
He's working. Is there an album coming out? Or in the works?
I had a conversation with my engineer about an album, man, and it's just like the album is low key dead, man. You gotta be a particular artist for you to drop an album. Beyonce, Kendrick, Jay, you name them. Adele, whatever. But for me, being in this position, the album, the people don't want an album from me. They want singles, or they just want me to go in and kill shit. So,
So the plan is to keep killing it, making videos, and then
definitely, man. A couple of singles.
Shows as much as possible.
Definitely. That's mandatory. So singles will be dropping very soon.
That's
Pandora, Spotify, etc.
Because I don't know how many times I've seen you perform now, man. But every time I see you perform, you get better at it, and you seem more comfortable in it, and and just as a group, the whole crew that's there, that everything is synchronizing more and more. I just say you got to keep doing shows, as long as you get as many shows as possible, and then you get that 10,000 hour of Malcolm Gladwell perfection, and it's it's obviously not going to take that long, but just that everything in that group performance is going to be perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. And to touch on that, right now as an artist, I'm trying to separate and enhance the performance part. We're all artists, but the performance is where people come out to see you live. So everything that you did, technically, we want to see it in person, if not better. So for me right now, it's just incorporating shit that you can't get with that particular song. I don't want to reveal too much, when you guys come out to see me, but y'all was there and y'all saw me, get a little sexy and take off the shirt and get in the jersey for overtime. You know what I'm saying? So
Cole loved that whole thing. It's amazing.
I just love it.
No, you know what it was? My boss looked at me as soon as he took off his shirt and he goes, "Damn, Hunnid's on that keto diet."
Hey man, the jokes did not stop that night, but I love them. But so just right now, just enhancing the performance and bringing that component and just making it as potent as possible. There was things I wanted to do that night, but there was so much shit going on I couldn't even get to it. But so that's what I'm working on right now, and making sure you guys get an actual performance. The music is great, that's unquestionable. Everything else is good, so I just gotta make sure when you guys come out, you get what you pay for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Yeah. Anything else you want to shout out real quick, and then we'll take a quick break and come back. And if you're staying with us, we're gonna do some rants, a couple different games.
Oh yeah, I'll stay here and rant too, man. I'll do that.
Get some stuff off the chest, man. It's healthy.
That's mandatory, man.
It's definitely healthy. Yeah, anything else you want to say? Any shout outs to anybody or anything like that?
Shout out you guys for having me, man, and shout out the entire CCG.
Thanks for coming, man.
Oh man, that's mandatory. I'll pop up when I can. But yeah, man, thank you guys for having me. Hunnid, let's do it. Double CG, all of that. Yeah, gang. All
right, well, actually, you're actually going to hear a song from Hunnid right now, and then we'll be back with the rest of our show. So stay tuned.